Hey guys, it's Minty here, and I hope you guys are all having a good day. Today I'm going to be showing you guys or explaining how I make backstories for characters. I'm going to be doing a little series about how I make characters and just different aspects of that, because I know a lot of you guys are curious, but I know I'm doing it a little bit backwards by starting with backstory, but whatever. So later in the video I will actually make up a backstory for the character I'm currently creating, just right on the spot. Like, I haven't thought about anything, I'm just kind of gonna go for it and just say whatever I do. And I guess this is normally how I make backstories, just thinking of a whole bunch of stuff and then refining it later on. So I started in this app called Monster Girl Creator. I saw it a few times on Instagram and I thought it was super fun, so I played around with it and I made this cute little character, and I wanted to draw her and make a little backstory for her. I wanted the character that I wanted to draw later on to be something that's in my comfort zone, but also not in my comfort zone. So I made it an elf because I've been in a weird elf craze right now. So I made it an elf. Later on, I did give her horns, and I also made her skin tone tan, or it's pale. I did make it tan, but I changed it to pale. But that's just because it's something I'm more comfortable with. I did want to make some things that I was comfortable with, so it's not just a whole bunch of stuff that I'm struggling with. Later on in the video, I do give her hair that is super different to what I'm usually used to making, because it's just something I don't do. But I wanted to make them just something fun and interesting that I can take and make a story for. This app is actually really fun and super simple. It's user friendly to create characters on, and I did create a few before that, and I do kind of want to make drawings for them, but whatever. So with our color scheme, I'm just going to kind of skip forward about this character and designing it, because I do want to get into the backstory portion like the video implies, but I wanted to make the colors go and fit together. So I do later on change the horns, and then I give her a shirt, and I put little hair clips in her hair later on, so they all match together. And then here's just me playing with some hairs, because I was I have no idea what I want to give them. I don't know what I want to play with, but I do end up going, I'll just let it play, so I'm not just spoiling everything at this point. I go with this hair. I think I take it off, and then I take it off, and then I think I put it back on. But I love that hair so much. It's honestly so cute, and I never draw characters with their eyes covered anymore. I used to do that, but I no longer do it. So yeah, I think now I'm gonna get to the backstory portion. I'm just gonna come straight up with a backstory right now, and you can always tweak it and change your stories later on, but this is just something that I'm just gonna come with right now. So I think for a name, I usually go on Google and just search up female names or male names, but otherwise you can also I also ask you guys sometimes what I should name a character, but I think I'm gonna go look up a name for her, and I'll come back when I find a quick little name for her, because she's not actually gonna be a character, she's just a little test subject. But I will go find a name and I'll be right back. Okay, backstory time. So I'm gonna name this character Fern. It's just the first thing I saw on Google after searching up female names. You can also search up female names that start with a certain letter, or female names that mean a certain thing. But I just searched up female names and I came up with the name Fern. So the character's name is going to be Fern. Of course, this is not actually going to be a character. It's just, like I said, a little test subject, so bear with me. So I think since she's an elf and some sort of demon dragon thing because of the horns, I want to make her come from a magical sort of backstory type thing, because I don't think she would fit in very well on Earth, but I still kind of want to incorporate modern times and Earth. I kind of want to take, or take like a play off of Aphmau's new series, Minor Demons, taking characters and putting them into Earth. So I think, so I'm just gonna say some stuff and we're just gonna go with it. So I think she would be some sort of princess because we love that for us. And her parents are strict, but in like a kind way. Something that will make her like a better ruler and a better queen later on. So I don't think they would be doing it just to be like rude. I think they'd be doing it to help her later on in the future. So something like, you can only keep your hair this certain way. You can't, wear certain clothes. You can't wear certain makeup types. And like, you have to act a certain way towards your people. And of course, this character, plot lines, storylines, she would probably be some sort of rebellious and want to leave. And she'd probably be very smart. I'd probably make her very smart in magics and stuff. And she'd probably learn how to make some sort of portal to Earth. And she would get there and be confronted by some girl because, we're just gonna go with it this way and be like, this girl, because stranger danger does not exist in stories apparently. So we're just gonna make this character see her and realize that there's something weird about her because she has elf ears and horns. Oh my goodness. And so she'd probably want to take her in and explain to her all these things, and Fern would probably be chill with it, down with it, excited to learn, even though she already knows that she's already out of place. So I think she would probably want to blend in a little bit more in Earth times because she probably wears like dresses and has her hair super long in her world. So I think her friend, we're gonna call her friend, we're gonna call her Anna. So her friend Anna, or I guess the stranger, probably takes her in and gives her some sort of makeover, which is what you would see now. So it gives her like a Harajuku type look with the barrettes, but then also has hair that covers her face. Maybe she has crazy eyes that just makes her definitely not like Earthlings, even though you saw the eyes I gave her. But maybe she has something scary. Maybe she has like just full like blue eyes, like no iris, or like no the white part of the eyes. I know the name of it, I just can't remember it. Anyways, and so she'd probably give her this cute little makeover and allow her to roam around Earth. And probably back home, her parents would be super worried and super confused because like they're like, all of a sudden they have their kid and then they're gone, and so they'd probably start to freak out. And while this is happening, Fern would probably be having the time of her life, exploring different aspects of Earth and learning their different culture and like learning how different it is from her own, and just exploring and having a good time, changing up her style. Instead of like dresses, wearing hoodies, wearing makeup for once, and just exploring different types of things. I think I would make original Fern have like black or brown hair, and then when she gets there she dyes it bright red, or that's technically pink, or like a magenta, and she cuts it and has it probably just has bangs and then has the space buns. And then I think I would make her like homesick. Like I think she needs like an issue, like a problem. She would probably get very homesick and try to get back home, but like realizes she can't use magic on Earth because it's Earth and we don't have magic here. The type of magic she would use to get back home. So she doesn't have any sort of way to get and make a portal to get back to her place. So I think that's where I would leave her backstory off, and then if I was to actually make it a story, I would probably make it be her and Anna trying to figure out a different way for her to get back home. She would probably get very, like I said, homesick and very sad, and she would probably be really like depressed or something, and maybe that's why her hair grows out so long. Maybe her hair was like I said, normal bangs, but then during her depressive stage she didn't really do much, so she grew it out and she really liked it, and so she kept that. But it's just her and Anna, trying to find different ways, read a whole bunch of different books about it, and try to find a way for her to get back home. And I think if I was to make like a happy ending or a happy story for her, she would probably find a way back home and be able to visit back and forth between Earth and visit Anna in all the different ways of Earth and learn more and be more accepted and have a good time. And I think back at her own house, her parents would definitely accept her new look with the pink. They probably would love it, and her own culture, or I guess her people, would love it, and they would be more expressive with themselves through, style and just personality wise. They'd probably get way more into their style and not have to stick with one simple little thing. Like I said, that's what I would just do if I was just to create a simple, fast little backstory. Of course, I will probably go back at the end and just edit it really quickly, polish it with some new ideas, I guess. But let's just quickly talk about the drawing. This drawing took me, this is the third time I drew this. I drew it twice and then I hated it, and so I redrew it, and this is the one I came up with, which I really like. Like I said, it is definitely out of my comfort zone to give her long hair that covered her eyes, but I loved having the elf ears. The hoodie was quite challenging for me to draw because it's like two hoodies, but it's like weird. I don't even know. But it was fun. It was fun trying to color in each one of those breaths. Of course, they're not exactly how they are in the original piece or in the original design of her, but I don't know. I think she's a fun character. And I think when it comes to character designs, it is just taking a whole bunch of ideas and I guess mashing them together, or trying to figure out something that would work for your character as a whole. If you were ever in like an English class or like doing story writing, you would know that a lot of the times they follow like a plot line on how to create a character. Anyways, I just want you guys to know, when making a backstory, make sure to be loose and have fun with it. You can always refine things later, but not everything will be perfect. Once again, practice makes perfect. But I do hope you guys like this video, and if you guys want to see more of this series, please comment down below. And I hope you guys all have a good day, night, or whatever time it is you're at, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye!